Hey folks, Rebecca back with another video, and it is Monday, so that means it's time for the quintuple M. For the uninitiated, on Mondays on my channel, I like to pick an article written by Mr. Money Mustache. He is a prominent fire blogger in the community, and I really like his content, so on Mondays, I pick an article, read it, and do a little discussion. I call it the quintuple M, the Monday Mr. Money Mustache Motivation. Today is episode 44, and this is from his blog post from August 12th, 2011, titled Current Events in Stupidland. As always, I will link the link to this blog post in the description box below and down in the comments, so that way you can go and check out the blog post yourself and see the comments written on the blog post. If you hear the bell ringing in the background, Garrett is wanting to go outside, and I'm hoping he'll give up in just a minute. So anyway, current events in Stupidland. It seems that Mr. Money Mustache attracts quite a few of the already converted. Every week, I write out more of the biggest and most amazing secrets that have allowed me to hop effortlessly across the minefield of American middle-class life and become rich at an early age. And you, the Mustachians, usually chime in saying, "Yeah, Mr. Money Mustache, that's some good shit." And I'm already doing it. Thanks for entertaining me by reminding me how smart I am. From reading the comments, you'd assume that the world is already fixed and it's time for old Triple M to retire from blogging and find something else to do. Until you step out of the air-conditioned comfort of this blog and the heat wave of the real world hits you in the face again. Take, for example, this mainstream newspaper article that has been making the rounds in social media today. Financial insecurity. Most Americans can't afford an unexpected $1,000 payment, survey finds. We've heard that before in the financial community, haven't we? And this was written in 2011. It still holds true today, which is sad. The article tells us that most people in the U.S. could not handle a $1,000 emergency. Not only is their monthly budget tight enough that there isn't $1,000 of savings each month, which I would already find quite scary, but there isn't even $1,000 anywhere in their lives to scrape together. That could be explained if we were actually in a place with a shortage of money, or if the survey covered only people in a certain category, like the long-term unemployed. But no, this was a random survey, meaning average people, meaning an average income over $30,000. The last time I had less than $1,000 available was in April 1990. That's because I had just started my first job working at the local gas station in March, and my $4.15 per hour wage only added up to about $120 per week, since I was also attending high school full time. Thus, it took me about 8 weeks to get up to $1,000. The reason I never dropped below $1,000 is because you don't go out and buy shit when you have less than $1,000. Nothing at all. It's an emergency. I can see some similarities with Dave Ramsey here, don't you? At this level, you're not allowed to buy yourself cigarettes or any food other than bread, peanut butter, bananas, and tap water. You need to sell your car and bike or walk to work regardless of distance. You can't have a cell phone. You can't go to Target. You can't drink a can of Coors Light, and you can't even buy your kid a $2 toy. These are all things that can wait until you have more than $1,000 goddamn dollars, which you will very quickly if you are an average income American and you stop spending money even for 1 week. Then you continue saving most of your money until you are financially independent. If something insane happens and you ever drop below $1 grand, you go back to the start of this section and repeat. I probably should have warned y'all ahead of time that if you haven't seen these episodes before, Mr. Money Mustache has a little bit of spicy language, which I kind of enjoy, but oh well, too late to warn you now. But even that is not the scary part. The scary part is in the whiny, complaint-laden comments made by readers after the article, like this one. Is this a surprise to most people? Are Americans living in fantasy land? Americans are getting poorer and poorer, and the places to borrow money more and more inaccessible. A friend of mine were talking about the poor being too stupid to save. Save what? Nice, very nice. First, we are getting poorer and poorer, But then places to borrow money are more inaccessible because borrowing money is the solution to your financial troubles when you're poor. You are not getting poorer and poorer. Wages, by all measures and at all levels, have kept up with inflation through even recent decades. The wages of the rich have gone up much faster than inflation. Some people consider this an awful unfair thing, saying the wages of the middle class have stagnated since the 1970s. But that's silly because we already had plenty as a society back then. We were just as happy. We don't need to keep earning more and more, even if the ultra-rich continue to do so. Now, I'm not just making fun of this poor old me attitude because I find it annoying. I also see much bigger consequences. A people who spend so carelessly that they are always within $1,000 of doom is going to have a very short-term view of the country's future. Even a slight change in the price of gasoline or corn or other world commodities or a recession can send them down in flames. With little understanding of world economics or politics, these people will naturally but incorrectly turn to the political party currently in power to place their blame. We're seeing this now. Still seeing this now, with approval rates of Obama among the uneducated at incredibly low levels. I can guarantee that if gasoline happened to be $1.49 per gallon and unemployment was 4.2%, my man would be rolling in record approval rates. But the president doesn't set crude oil prices, nor does he dictate the short-term unemployment rate. So the only solution for these unfortunate politicians is to pander to the chronic overspenders and pretend their problems are not their own. The political party which does this best and most vigorously promises low gas prices and instant improvements in employment wins. Despite the fact that low gas prices are actually awful for the country and unemployment is controlled by the natural business cycle combined with longer-term effects of government policies, longer than a single presidential term. It would be nice if the ultra-rich would use their money for social good instead of just passing on wealth to their offspring and buying jet skis. And to their credit, Warren Buffett and Bill Gates have done just that, giving more than 99% of their wealth back to humanity. But you'll notice that they aren't donating it to the American middle class, so we can continue to make ends meet by buying tanks of gas for our 14 miles per gallon Chevrolet Silverados and keeping our cable TV service active. They're using their money to fight malaria in Africa and provide medical care and education and birth control to families there. People in situations like that are the only ones allowed to complain that there isn't enough money available in their society. The rest have to shut up and start taking lessons from the Mustachians. All right, y'all, so what do you think about this one? Mr. Money Mustache definitely strikes a chord with some people in a negative way. But I like him, and I tend to agree most of the time. I'm just not one to hop on board with the complainy pants type people. We live in a rich country here in America. If you are living in a first world country, then maybe not everything is in your control with your finances, but you can find something that is in your control when it comes to your finances. And whatever that one thing is, take hold of it and build upon it. I think that if you can't afford a $1,000 emergency in your budget, then yeah, that is an emergency. You need to do what you got to do to fix that. So yes, I definitely tend to agree with Mr. Money Mustache about this one. And the sad part is this article was written back in 2011. It is now almost 2020 and people are in the same situation. They can't afford a $1,000 emergency. And y'all, you know, life happens and it happens when you least expect it. So yeah, if you're in that situation, take a good hard look in the mirror, realize that you're playing with fire and you need to save up money as quickly as you possibly can. So that way when life does happen, you will be ready. Even Dave Ramsey is an advocate of having a $1,000 baby emergency fund set aside somewhere just in case life happens. So yeah, if y'all liked this article, then give it a like and let me know what you think down below in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you have not already, and I'll see y'all next Monday for the next episode of the Monday Mr. Money Mustache Motivation. I'll see y'all later. Bye.